Lisa Gollin here. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. So I am now, drum roll, 60. I turned 60 last week and I'm still having the time of my life. We never get too old to have fun. Being creative just keeps that youthfulness, keeps that vitality. So I'm good. I'm a young 60. I'm like 12 on the inside. Anyway, on to today's video. So we're doing a angel wing pour. Mine turned into a bit more of a geode looking pour, but it's gorgeous. I'm going to give you a little sneak peek. There you go. That's all you get. So I'm going to encourage you to watch to the end of the video. That really helps the algorithm and all those things for me. But if you watch to the end, you'll see how I got to the end result. So for the video part, I'm just going to be doing a voiceover. So this is the last of you're going to see this 60-year-old face. Let's go. Okay, so here I am with my foundation color, which is a nice purple. And this is a split cup. It just was already used. That's why there was a little bit of paint still in it. I did a trial run of this technique first. All right, there's all my colors. They're just colors I had left over, so I really can't tell you what the mixes are, but they just thought they were pretty. I'm a firm believer that we should choose our own colors that make us feel good anyway, rather than telling you every single brand and every single color I use. I kind of like you to pick them for yourself. All right, just laid that on there. I didn't have enough, so I had to mix more. It turned out it wasn't quite the same shade, but in the end, I kind of was glad that it wasn't, because it made the background a little more interesting, because there were two slightly different shades of purple. Can't have enough different shades of purple. That's my motto. Okay, so after I put a bunch of paint on there, I kind of tip it and try and get it more or less covered. I don't want to waste too much paint, so I try not to let it run off too soon. Once I get it mostly covered, then I just use my gloved fingers to kind of move the paint around and over the edges. Gotta love my overhead light. You can see it looks like a little flower, a light flower in the middle of my paintings all the time. It just adds to the ambiance of the painting, right? All right, tipping again, tipping again. Getting tipsy in this video, but not in the good way. All right, so see how those two colors kind of are, you can sort of see two different shades, and it's really kind of cool. You can also see the iridescence. All right, so now we have to tilt the canvas so that it'll run down. So we need it higher on one end than the other. So I just use little cups to prop it up on the right-hand side, because the paint has to travel downward. So now with the angel wing technique, you want to put the same color as your background in the center section. And then the outside sections can really be any colors you want, and they can be the same or different. I chose to do the same order on both sides. So first I added a little teal, and then a little bit of pink. These all have kind of an iridescent glow to them, so I'm excited to see how this is going to work out. This is gold, fine gold by Golden, ironically enough. Just a little bit of that. Now, I haven't done this long enough to really get a really good handle on color order, pouring into cups, whether it makes a difference or not. So my advice is just give it a try in whatever order you like and just see what happens, because that's part of the fun. I made sure I put some white in there too, because my background color is not white. I wanted to make sure there was a little bit of contrast. Not that there isn't already with the light pink and such, but I thought a little bit of splash of white would make really, really pretty addition. In case you didn't know, my two favorite colors are teal and purple, in that order. Most people think purple would be my favorite color, but it's not. Believe it or not, I actually tried my hair in teal once, and it just looked awful. So I'm like, nope, my hair has to be my second favorite color. Because the teal just didn't work with my skin tone at all. Guess I'm not a spring. I don't know. All right, we've got our cup full. And at this point, I've done this once before. The first one I wish I would have filmed, but I didn't. It actually worked out to look more like angel wings the very first time. But I actually prefer this painting in the end. I like the painting better. So I got the film of the painting I like the best and not of the wings. So I only have a silicone split cup because when I'm on Amazon, that's about all I can find. There's all kinds of them for sale. But I wanted a solid cup because it's hard to hold the silicone cup because the weight of the paint makes it go all kind of floopy in the spout. And I want equal colors, so I kind of had to hold it with my hand to keep that triangular shape on the spout. But anyway, it kind of worked out for me anyways. This was kind of the fun part, although I have to say, leaning over this for a while, doing this motion, my back was getting kind of sore. But look at that. Look at those colors and those sort of angel wing feathers it's supposed to resemble. And at this point, it does kind of look like angel wings, right? It really does. Oh, and look at that stripe with the teal and the pink. It's so pretty. So very pretty. Let me know what you think in the comments. I just love watching these videos. All right, that was sped up there for you for a second. And of course now I use the heat gun to pop some bubbles as it continues to flow downwards because it's still higher on the right-hand side. So now I'm going to tip it a little more because I want it to be going closer to that left side or left end. And now we watch paint move really slowly. Is it going to go? Is it going to go all the way to the bottom? I will never tell. So anyway, in the comments, let me know where you're watching from. And if you're getting any value from these videos that I do, I would just really appreciate a subscribe. And don't forget to like the video and all those good things that YouTube asks its watchers to do. I know it gets to be kind of overwhelming. I know myself personally, I've got so many channels I'm subscribed to, but you know, it helps out the channel and it doesn't cost anything, so it just helps out a lot. All right, so now I'm tipping downwards on the one side, and I'm kind of tipping until it's either at the edge or close to over the edge or close to being over the edge. Because I don't want to lose a lot of the design, but I want it to spread out more. And this is when it stopped kind of looking like angel wings, but that was okay with me because I wasn't really attached to the idea that it had to be angel wings. I just really like the ring pour. The lines that you get in the design are just, I don't know, to me they're kind of magical. All right, now once you tip it off one way, you kind of try and bring it back to the center. And then you still get that added width to the design, but you get the glorious center part back in the center. Then I'm going even further because I think I wanted it to go off one side a little more. And now back to center again. I like when it goes off. The rule of thumb for the principles of composition is your design on a painting should go off on at least 3 edges of the canvas. That's what I was taught anyway. I don't remember if I tilted off the 4th side or not. Maybe I do. We'll soon see. I always watch this after and do the voiceover afterwards, so I don't always remember what I did. Oh, I did make it go off the 4th side. And then back. I also like having the edge of the canvas look so interesting as well. So really I'm just intuitively just kind of feeling out where this is gonna look the best in my little brain and where it isn't, you know, just being me. And I think at this point I just decided I really was in love with it as it is. So I stopped and did another session of heat gun. I can't talk right now. Heat gun. And there's that flower. All right, now I decided I was going to wreck that line on the edge with a little bit of blowing. And at first it looks like I've ruined it. And I watched the video, I was like, oh, that looks awful. But you will see in a moment that it doesn't stay looking quite like it looks right at the beginning. It kind of morphs. I just kind of wanted that bottom edge to be a little bit more feathery. So we'll see how it goes, right? Always experimental. All right. So you can already see that it's kind of looking a little better just as the paint settles after the blow. And now I'm using a stylus. Actually, I think that's just a fine paintbrush because I couldn't find my stylus, but a small paintbrush works too. Just to pull some micro lines. Some of the pour painters call this wrecking your pour. So I don't think it wrecks it personally, but that's what it's called. Sort of pulling through and creating extra lines. That's fun. I just wanted that edge to be a little more interesting, and I think I achieved that. And then the edges at the top, I thought, well, maybe we'll just wreck them a little bit. Just create a little bit of a design. I kind of like that. Just a little bit. Nice. Now we get the wet reveal. Nice close-ups. Don't you just love the strata, like the lines? I think of all the types of pours I've done, I think this is my favorite. And if you want to see another video of me doing a pour that maybe didn't go quite as well, but I learned a lot in the process, you can check out the video that's in the top right-hand part of your screen right now. Let me know in the comments what kind of pours you like to do, and also what is it you liked or didn't like about this pour. What would you have done differently? And don't forget, again, to like this video and to subscribe. All right, here is the dry reveal. Now, I used gold leaf to augment this pour, and it just brought it to life. I will put in the description the products I used for that. It's really, really easy, but it does make a mess. I'm just warning you. Okay, thanks so much for being here today, and let me know in the comments what you think. Peace and love. Bye.